Introducing the all-new Corolla.
The Guam Memorial Hospital is now taking steep measures in its collection efforts for outstanding patient bills. At a board meeting last night, GMH Administrator Joe Verga said they have already started sending information to the Department of Revenue and Taxation to begin tax refund garnishments.
Very recently, the hospital sent an additional $55 million in uncollected debts to Rev and Tax for tax garnishments, bringing the total amount that's there to over $150 million.
But it's not just anyone with unpaid bills at GMH that may see these garnishments in their tax refunds. Only those who have not responded to the hospital's collection calls and statements, have not made a payment, or have not set up a payment plan within 6 months of being discharged will have their accounts forwarded to Rev and Tax. GMH CFO Alan Ulrich says the current unpaid balance stands at $159 million.
We are in the process of forwarding information to Revenue and Tax. We have not done a great job of pursuing self-pay and receivables from self-pay and uninsured patients. And hopefully we'll be not only collecting money as we follow our own fiscal operations, but also if the patient or the guarantor is entitled to a refund, we want to receive those funds.
Meanwhile, the GMH administration also presented its budget request for fiscal year 2015, which the board unanimously approved. The amount they are asking for is $142 million. This includes $138 million in appropriations and $4 million in capital expenditures. The budget request is about $2 million less than what they requested last fiscal year. Verga says this year's request has been significantly reduced from what they had originally calculated.
The actual requests for capital were over $12 million. Each department has identified equipment, upgrades to the infrastructure, etc., and that adds to more than $12 million.
And I'm not saying that they're not worthy projects. They all are very needed and very worthy projects. But we only put in $4 million this year for a total appropriation of $141.
CFO Ulrich also says that the budget reflects a proposed amendment to Medicaid and MIP regulations on Guam, flexible staffing, reducing inpatient length of stay, and the creation of an uncompensated care trust fund.
I understand that historically, GMH was reimbursed at its fees. At some point in time, they changed that to a discounted, to a per diem, which once again is lower than our costs, and that's why it's very important to move forward with amending the Medicaid and MIP plan.
We are building in the ability to staff based on census. So as census decreases, staffing will decrease. As census picks up, staffing will pick up. A reduction in length of stays for inpatient, that is another area that we're focusing on in this budget. GMH has always been skewed by a much higher inpatient to outpatient ratio, and we need to move towards a more moderate, let's say at least 50-50 inpatient to outpatient.
Verga says the budget also includes funding for the hospital's remaining outstanding debt to its vendors.
The rest of the debt that the hospital does owe, because remember, we did not pay off all the debt with the $25 million, and that's going to be included here, and again, makes this a balanced budget. And if everything is approved and the way and our recommendations adopted, this will not only, right GMH, it will put us on stable footing and finally wipe all the debts clean.